What's going on, guys? Squeebs and Crew back with a brand new week, NFL Week 3 picks video. We just did the NFL Week 2 recap.
Yep.
Been some crazy fucking games these past 2 weeks. And
Love
at this
football.
point, I don't even know how to fucking pick these games. Like, I don't understand it.
Well,
And-
as
Well,
technically,
you got 12 right last week.
as
So I'll be-
technically, the winner right now. But I'm not gonna relate it in your face because
So week one, I won 11, you won 8. Then last week you won 12 and I won 9. Is it 9? Or did I win 10? I won 10. So I'm still up by 1.
But we're very close, so
Yeah,
we're on the
I'm
right
on.
track. This is gonna be a hard week.
I mean, I actually think going through these games, I think this is the easiest week to pick.
You sure?
Yeah, I think the last couple weeks I've had trouble, but I was pretty locked into some of these games.
I don't know. I don't know, Seth. I don't know, man.
Well, we'll see. We can start with Thursday night. We got David Mills starting for the Houston
Carolina,
Texans.
move on.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's. I mean, what if David Mills comes out and he's good?
All right, so short week, so that gives Carolina no time to prepare. Not preparate. What the hell is that word? Preparation. So none of that. So yeah, Carolina.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Carolina too.
If it was Tyrod Taylor, I would have Tyrod Taylor winning the game. I just don't. They're gonna have the league is about passing.
Yeah.
And if David Mills can't spin it, then it's just like, what are you doing?
I think Panthers will gonna win this game pretty comfortably.
What's the spread?
It's -7.5. I like it. I think they win by 8.
That was easy.
Next game, Arizona -7.5 at Jacksonville.
Why are they only -7.5 at Jacksonville?
Because they only it won by. I mean, every game they've played is pretty close.
I mean, yeah, but like this is a huge drop off of talent for them that they're playing against, unless they play down to their opponent.
Well, for me, I think Trevor Lawrence stinks. I think Jacksonville stinks.
And this is the best
Cardinals,
defense he's going against behind the Broncos.
So I'm taking the Cardinals, and I'm taking them to win by a lot.
We're still on the same page here. I think Cardinals are going to just don't. If Kyler Murray plays bad against Jacksonville, they're fake good to me the whole season.
Yeah, I think they'll rout them. They'll score a lot of points.
These are one of those games where like good teams beat bad teams.
I think Arizona will score the most points this week out of any NFL team.
As they should.
So that's the way I think about it. This next game is it's division matchup, Indianapolis at Tennessee. They both played decent. I think Indianapolis looks worse compared to what Tennessee's doing. Tennessee won a close one in Seattle.
I think Tennessee takes it because Carson Wentz is not playing.
Is he not playing?
He has 2 sprained ankles. If he comes back off 2 sprained ankles in the first game, then
it's -5.5 for Tennessee. I like the -5.5, and I like Tennessee to win this game.
If Carson Wentz is playing, they have a chance.
So we're 3 on. That's 3 games in a row. We're on the same page. I told you these games this week it's straightforward, and then we're gonna come back next week and do the NFL Week 4 picks, and we're like, fuck, we won 6 games. How?
I mean, I would love to take the Colts there, but it's like I don't know if Carson's is playing or not. And then I think Tennessee got their wake up call very early, the same as Aaron Rodgers did. So
yeah,
I'm going to Tennessee.
All right, Baltimore at Detroit. Baltimore just won that big game against Kansas City, and Detroit falls 0-2. Lost Monday night to Green Bay. -7.5 Baltimore. I think Baltimore continues its momentum and wins this game. I like them by a lot as well.
Close game, but Lamar Jackson walk-off touchdown.
You think close game?
I think close game.
So you
Detroit is never. Is it their first game in Detroit or second?
Second.
I think they start out 0-3, but they're going to get the respect of the league. I think Houston and Detroit are going to have.
So you don't like the 7.5?
I wouldn't touch it. That one, I can see Lamar Jackson coming off and then trying to sling it when she just like he's a quarterback. Even though he can throw, he shouldn't be throwing it 40, 50 times.
No, I mean he can do whatever every week I'll say this. He is the most unstoppable quarterback in this league.
You're right. Yeah. All right. I don't trust that spread.
I like it. I think they win by 8.
Make two parlays.
All right.
Make two parlays on that one.
That's 4-4. We're on the same page. 4 games in a row.
For now, not for long. Trust me.
Definitely not for long. And let me talk about this one. And then I'm going to give you my pick. And then I'm going to give you what I think could happen.
All right. So we're talking about the Chiefs and Chargers, right?
No.
Okay.
Washington is going to Buffalo.
Right.
Buffalo is 8.5-point favorites in Buffalo.
Yes.
Buffalo won 35-0 against Dolphins. They had a close one against. Who did they play week 1? No, they lost to the Steelers week 1. Washington lost the Chargers week 1 and then won a miracle Thursday night. I think we've yet to see Washington really play their full potential. And I think with Taylor Heinicke quarterback, it gives us a chance to battle these tough teams. I think the game being in Buffalo really puts me down because I think that we don't usually travel well. I think Buffalo, they have one of the best fan stadiums probably in all of National Football League. Mm-hmm. True to me, I think we have a chance to keep this game close.
So we're going Washington.
Do I think we can win this game? Yes. Do I think we're going to? Probably not. So for me, of course, I'm going to probably bet on Washington to win. I think my pick's going to be Buffalo here, but my real pick is going to be, I think, Washington plus the 8.5. So I like Washington plus the 8.5 here.
So on our little record thing we have going right now, you just took Washington. Correct?
I'm taking Washington plus 8.5. Yes.
I'm going to take Buffalo. I'm going to take Buffalo. I know you. I know what you're going to do. I know how you're going to roll. You're probably going to make 15 fucking lineups so that Washington has some and Buffalo has some.
Well, I'm taking Washington plus 8.5 for the pick. This game.
All right. This is where we split because I need y'all to lose. I need y'all to lose this week.
You're taking Buffalo. Okay.
I need y'all. I need either this. These are the two scenarios that'll be decent with the week. If we lose, y'all lose. If we lose, y'all win. Or if we lose and y'all tie. Or we tie, y'all tie.
I just think that
either I want y'all to be first place or I want no one to be first place. Make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I think we have a chance to win this game, but I think that the game will be close enough where I don't think we lose by more than a touchdown. If that makes sense.
No, it's gonna be a great game. Washington hasn't played
I think we have to get pressure on Josh Allen to have any chance. If we play, this is what I'll say. If we play the same scheme of defense we played in week 1, I think we lose by 30. If we get no pressure on quarterback, we don't rush the front four. We don't get any pressure on the run game. We're gonna lose by 30 plus.
I think another thing to think about the difference between Justin Herbert and Josh Allen is Josh Allen's actually fast.
Right. So he's gonna run around, and if we leave back, and he's gonna do whatever the fuck he wants. So yeah, I don't know.
Honestly, this might be his game.
This defense could beat the Bills, I think.
Right, the defense can, but this also might be this game. Josh Allen takes it as like, hey, I haven't played well yet. Let me just dog walk a team, and then he chooses y'all, which it's possible, but I think y'all's defense is way better than it's already shown.
Like I think for Heinicke coming into this game, I think Rivera's got to say, you know what, we need you to take care of the football because the only way we win this game is if we don't turn the ball over at all. Like, that's the only way. We have to not turn the ball over and keep it low scoring. That's the only way that I see Washington wins this game.
Whoever wins in that game battles adversity better. That's my opinion.
Yeah. So I'm taking Washington plus 8. You got Bills to win the game.
Yep.
All right, this is another interesting game. The Saints are underdogs in New England plus 3. New England are 3-point favorites after the Saints just fell to Carolina. Patriots got their first win of the season against the Jets. This is interesting because I think both teams haven't played to their full potential yet.
Nope.
What do you got? And I'll tell you what I think.
I don't trust Mac Jones to win this game, even though this would be a game. I think, you know how you're on the Justin Fields end, they win?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Cam Newton in this situation. I think they made the mistake of letting him go too soon. They have Mac Jones out there. They played the Jets last week and they only won by like 10, right?
No, they won 25-6. They won by.
Oh, sorry. They scored more points than I give them credit for. But also, when your quarterback those 4 interceptions, it makes it easier for your team to have field position to score.
Yeah.
But I would love to take New England here if Cam Newton is their quarterback. But I think New Orleans bounces back. I think Alvin Kamara is too much for them.
I'm a little confused, to be honest with you.
I mean, this is the hardest pick of the week.
No. That's not it. That's not what I'm saying. I don't understand how they're underdogs. How is New England favored here? Which I'm guessing it's because they're in New England. That's the only reason why they're favored. So off the jump, this +3 is unbelievable. Unbelievable value. I think the Saints win this game by 20. I think the Saints come back week 3 and they do what they did to Green Bay. They're going to do it to the Patriots. Not as worse, but I think that this game is going to be blown out by Kamara having like 3 touchdowns. So I'm taking the Saints.
This is a Taysom Hill touchdown week.
Maybe. I think they score a bunch too.
What's up with New England? Like, are they going to be this every week? This up. Also, don't forget, New England always starts out slow.
Yeah. So we're both in the Saints here. That's so the only different pick we have right now is Washington and the Bills.
No, yeah, because I can't justify the Colts yet with no Carson Wentz, and then the rest of the teams are just shat. So
LA Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs.
This is where we differ.
This is what I'll say. So it's the Chiefs are 6.5-point favorites. Chargers are +6. This is what I'll say. If the Chiefs win Sunday night in Baltimore, the Chiefs lose this game.
Right.
But since the Chiefs lost to Baltimore, they've got a million times ammunition to win this game in Kansas City. I think that just gives. I don't see a way the Chiefs lose this game. Maybe they don't cover the 6.5. I'm not a fan of that, but the Chiefs going to win this game.
Statement game for the Chargers.
There's no way the Chiefs go 1-2, dude. But that's just not going to happen.
Sorry.
Going the Chargers?
I'm going Chargers. I'm going Chargers. I will be bold about this one. I'm going Chargers. I think this is a statement game for them. I think this is where they say, hey, we're legit. We're starting early. We're trying to show everyone we're a playoff team.
I would be with you if the Chiefs won Sunday night because I think that coming off a loss like that, the way they lost that game, they're ready to go.
I want the Chiefs to lose back-to-back.
I just don't see it happening. So
I want them to lose either. I want them to lose 3 or 4 games this year. So when they get to the playoffs, they're like, "Fuck, we're not losing again."
I think the Chargers are really good.
Yeah.
I just think that the Chiefs aren't going to lose 2 in a row, and especially since the game's in Kansas City. There's so many different factors.
That's a thing. That's the part that I'm differing with you. That it's in Kansas City. I can see them coming back and being a little low. They're gonna have urgency, but I can see them all right, well, we're home. We're gonna get it going eventually. But I feel like the Chargers are gonna come in gassed up. And I just
gassed up, shorty. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got Chargers. I got Chiefs.
That's my bold one. That's my bold one.
That's your bold one right there. Okay. Chicago at Cleveland. In Cleveland. Cleveland is 7.5-point favorites. You can talk all you want about this game. I'm going to mark mine to the Browns because I think Dalton's starting, so I'm going to go Browns. I just think that with Dalton at quarterback, it gives them limited possibility to run the offense the way they could run the offense, especially against Cleveland. There's no chance.
Do you want me, for the sake of the pod, be correct, or for the sake of myself being different?
You think the Chicago Bears win this game?
I mean, what's your actual? You want me to get one for the pod, or you want me to
I want both.
All right, I think Chicago wins this game.
How?
Inconsistency of Baker Mayfield's gonna pop up this week.
That's fine. They have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, and they can probably score two defensive touchdowns.
You're probably right.
I probably am right.
I know, but you're probably right.
How do the Bears win?
There's this guy that you keep vouching for, and he says
Dave Montgomery. He's not going to run against this defense. So
there's this guy that you keep vouching.
So if Justin Fields plays on Sunday, I will tweet out that I'm switching my pick.
I mean, Justin Fields probably gonna play. Andy Dalton's come off a bone bruise on a knee. He can't move.
If Andy Dalton starts, then the Browns are going to win this game. If Justin Fields starts, then I think the Bears will cover the spread. They might win, but if the Bears start Fields Sunday, I'm taking the Bears +7.
I think Chicago wins. I think it's gonna be one of them. I think the weather. If it's bad weather, Chicago wins for sure. But I have a feeling. That's another one.
All right.
Just looking at it, I'm like, I don't see the Cleveland going out and just being dominant.
I'm taking the Browns. If Fields starts, I'm switching my pick to Bears +7.
I think the Browns start off slow. I think that's how I'm feeling. I think they start off slow with like their record and then eventually heat up to make the playoffs. That's just how I can see them lose. I'm with Chicago. I'm sticking Chicago the whole week.
All right. So right now you got Bills. I have Washington +8. You've got Chargers. I have Chiefs. And then you got Bears. I have Browns.
Yep.
All right. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Cincinnati just lost a close one to Chicago. And they beat Minnesota. And then Pittsburgh, they beat Buffalo. And then they just lost to the Raiders.
Pittsburgh's not losing 2 games at home in a row.
Two 1-1 teams. I think they both have been mediocre to start the season.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we're going to be different, though. Because I think that watching the Steelers last week, Big Ben's injured. He's playing hurt. And I think that they just came out I think it was this morning, saying he got a pectoral injury. I don't trust the Steelers here. Bengals are, the Steelers are 4.5-point favorites. I like Joe Burrow. I think him and Jamar Chase have great connection. Defense is playing decent. They only gave up 20 points to the Bears. I'm taking Cincinnati to win this game in Pittsburgh. I like the Bengals. I like the Bengals. This is my upset of the week. Cincinnati Bengals over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, Seth, the first 2 weeks I rode with your upsets.
I like the Bengals too.
I think first 2 weeks you got both your upsets, right?
I had my upset right the first week 1, then last week I had the Jets, so I got that wrong. So I'm 1-1 on upsets.
I think
I'm 2-2 on mortal locks and 1-1 on upsets.
Mike Tomlin is the reason why I'm going Pittsburgh. I don't like Big Ben. I think he sucks. He's always sucked. He's been on great teams to win Super Bowls.
I think the offense is going to have no stability. I think I don't think they're going to be able to move the ball on third downs. I think that Cincinnati's going to take over. I think this is going to be a very, very, very low scoring game. Like I'm thinking Cincinnati wins a 17-14.
Nah, dude, this is a 14-10 win by Pittsburgh. Najee Harris 2 touchdowns. That's how I'm feeling. Najee Harris is going to prove like he's going to be the next Saquon type running back for a few 2-3 years.
I like Cincy.
You know who Najee Harris is reminding me of as a running back?
Who?
AP.
Adrian Catch. Chill out, bro. I can't believe you just said that.
I mean, just little flashes, like little hints. It's not great. I mean, first of all, Adrian Peterson is Hall of Famer, one of the greatest running backs of all time. But like, just little hints. Like every now and then, I'm like, oh shit, that motherfucker's moving.
All right.
And then I'm like, oh shit, that motherfucker's not moving no more.
We got 2 0-2 teams.
Oh God.
We got Atlanta at New York Giants. The Giants are 3.5-point favorites here in New York. I'm guessing because they're in New York. The Giants. The Giants lost to Washington, and the Falcons just lost to Tampa off 2 pick sixes. I mean, I don't get how the Falcons are underdogs here. I get because it's in New York, so that's probably why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking the Falcons here. I'm taking the Falcons. I think they're a better team. I talked about it in my article this week. The Giants, they just don't have it. And it's not even that they can't even win games. They can't finish drives. Their defense looks poor. I mean, I saw Heineke that throw to that one of those throws to J.D. McKissick. There was no one there. Like that was just ridiculous. I think Matt Ryan shreds this defense. I'm taking Ridley 2 touchdowns. Falcons win it by 20.
20?
Yeah. I think this is gonna be a Matt Ryan 4 tutty day.
I'm going to say Falcons win the game, but then I'm going to talk about the Giants. I think the Giants playmakers are going to be very upset after this week. I think the defense is going to be like looking at their offense like we're playing more 75% of the game because y'all suck ass. I think Danny Dimes is going to get in the conversation of when should he be benched this week. And I think Saquon shows a little frustration. And the receivers are like.
So what's your pick?
Oh, I'm going Falcons, but I'm talking about the Giants. I think that's why. I think Danny Dimes doesn't do enough to win this game. It's going to be his fault. He's going to miss passes. It's going to be third and 7.
I think Matt Ryan cooks up. I'm taking Falcons.
Kyle Pitts' first touchdown this week.
I agree. I think that's coming too. So I'm taking the Falcons plus. I'm taking the Falcons plus 3.5, and I'll take them to win too. It's great. Miami Dolphins at the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders are 3.5-point favorites. They're 2-0. Can they go 3-0? Yes, I think they can because Miami's going to be without Tua.
Wasn't it last year Ryan Fitzpatrick completed that like crazy ass pass?
Maybe
against them.
Maybe.
I think it was. That's not happening this year. They're getting dog walked.
I think Raiders start 3-0.
I think so too. So you're telling me there's a chance, if I'm correct, that the Chiefs are third in their division after this week?
Okay. Whatever. Okay. No chance.
I mean, that's the way my picks are going.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens. We got the 4 interceptions. Zach Wilson at Denver. Denver are 11-point favorites. You want to just mark this one down? Denver. I mean, the Jets are terrible. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think Zach Wilson's that bad. I just think when a quarterback goes to a team like the New York Jets, when they have no talent around them, what are you expecting them to do?
He's forcing so much.
But, like, you know what I mean, though? Like, what are you expecting him to do?
I say him and Trevor Lawrence. Look, I think the point of the draft
always been Trevor Lawrence. He's got DJ Chark. He's got weapons.
But let me go before. But hey, let me go before you go in on them. I think the thing about the draft is we want the young talent to go to the bad team so they can develop and make the bad teams good. That's what we always expect, right?
Yeah.
But what generally happens is the bad teams stay bad, and then these players just either wash in their careers or move on. Correct?
Yeah.
I think Zach Wilson is going to be a product of the Jets, and he's going to have to either be a Mark Sanchez and try to make them better, or he's going to have to be a Sam Darnold or any other quarterback that's decent and leaves there.
I mean, I actually really like Denver too.
Oh, you know how I feel about Denver. I just told you they're going to – wait a minute. Backtrack. The Chiefs might be the 4th in their division after this week.
That would be interesting. If you're right and the Chiefs actually lose to the Chargers, that'd be an interesting conversation to have.
Well, let's backtrack. They're playing the hardest schedule at the start of the year. They're literally starting with the Browns, and then they go to the Ravens, and then they're going to turn around and say, all right, we're going to have our first division opponent. Oh, it's just the Los Angeles Chargers, who one puts up 300 yards just passing, and now Austin Eckler is starting to run pretty well. And if you look at the last few years, the team that played them the closest were the Raiders and the Chargers in the division.
Yeah.
It's a byproduct of being good. You got to be great. I mean, look at the Bucs, who they're playing this week.
And we're about to get to that. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 1.5-point favorites, pretty much a toss-up pick'em game at the Los Angeles Rams. I think this is the game of the week. I think this is the biggest game of the day on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I think you got Tom Brady, you got Matthew Stafford. Mm-hmm. It's hard because the Tampa Bay's looked so good, but they look so bad at the same time. Like, their defense sucks. Like, their defense looks terrible. I could see Matthew Stafford just chefing them up real good for 5 touchdowns. And I can also see the Rams come out in week 3 and shit the bed, and then we have the conversation where, are they that good? And It's like, it's tough to pick. It's tough to analyze. For me, the way I'm going to go with it is say Tampa Bay's looked mediocre to me. They've won 2 games, but they've won them pretty close. I'm not taking the Atlanta Falcons game as they destroyed them. They had 2 pick sixes because Matt Ryan threw ridiculous balls in the fourth quarter. I think the Rams have 2 good wins. I think the Colts game they were winning the whole time. I think John Taylor had that one good first down run that scored there. They should have won the game by 10 plus. They didn't. For me, it's the Rams offense, the Rams defense against Tampa Bay's offense. I'm taking the Rams because I think the Rams can hold Tampa Bay to like 20 plus points. Rams win this 27-21.
As Lee Corso would say, that's a good pick.
You with me on the Rams?
I think.
Yeah, I think they're. I wouldn't say they're the better team. I'd say, like I say with Washington and Dallas, and then when I talk about that, I think the Rams are the more complete team right now.
I think I will agree to say, and you may agree with me, the Super Bowl champion teams are starting out sluggish.
Yeah.
But I think they were right. I also think they were right to ship because they're way better than most teams are going to play. But they're starting out sluggish, and this is Tampa Bay's first loss. And there's the teams that we expected that want to go 20-0 aren't going to go 20-0.
No. I just think the Rams are playing better football right now.
Right now, yeah.
And it's in LA, so that stadium's gonna be rocking.
Yeah. Also, don't forget, I could see like every Tom Brady LA friend there. Mm-hmm. So he's like his game. He might be like serious Tom face on the sidelines, but literally it's not like LeBron handed him tequila the night before or some shit.
Yeah. So we're both in the Rams. I didn't expect that. All right. Seattle at Minnesota. Minnesota's 0-2. They should be 2-0. Seattle's 1-1. They just lost a close one to the Titans. It's a pick'em game again.
I'm glad you said it's a pick'em game. Good.
Seattle's a slight favorite. They're -1. Slight favorite. It's in Minnesota, so they're probably getting 2 points for that. Minnesota's going to be in every game. Kirk Cousins is playing well. Dalvin Cook's there. They have Adam Thielen, who's having a great start to the season. I think where I get lost is Minnesota's defense. Them to be able to stop Russell Wilson. I think that we could see a big Russell Wilson game here, like absolutely ginormous. I'm talking like 5 tutties. I just don't think Minnesota can hold their own on defense. I'm taking Seattle.
As Lee Corso sometimes says, not so fast, my friend.
I knew you were gonna take Minnesota.
I had to.
You got some vendetta against Seattle. I'm not sure what it is.
What do they do to us? What do they do to us 2 years ago in the playoffs?
Yeah, but do you actually think Minnesota can win this game?
Yes,
they could. I mean, I just
they literally played Arizona to like a perfect game, and Kyler Murray's way faster than Russell Wilson and runs more than Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
I mean, like I don't know. They're not bad. Like you said, they lost 2 games, right? Should have won both of them. They missed a field goal, and then they lost on a field goal. This is the week they made the field goal and they win the game.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, I mean, they could be 2-0. I get what you're saying with Minnesota. I just think Seattle. I think Seattle could also be 2-0.
And I think Dalvin Cook dog walks them.
I think Russell Wilson dog walks Minnesota.
Russell Wilson's going to do his thing. Russell Wilson is the second greatest quarterback to start a season. We've seen this last year. He was literally MVP candidate, and then all of a sudden we're like, what happened? What happened? What happened?
Yeah.
What happened? But I'm going Minnesota.
All right.
Minnesota.
I got Seattle. All right, now we're at
I think we're gonna be different here too.
We're at Sunday Night Football. Green Bay at San Fran. Green Bay just came back. They won at Detroit Monday Night Football. San Fran is also 1-1. They got to win at your Philadelphia Eagles. That's a heartbreak right there. It's in San Fran. I want to see what you got. I'm still on the fence, but I think I know where I'm going with this one. What do you got?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Here's the thing. This is the way I see it. This could be a very close game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the problem with San Fran is their injuries right now. Because we all know with San Fran, the key part of their game is the run game. And if their running backs keep getting hurt, I mean, their rushing attack is nothing. And then Garoppolo's got no play action because that's the game. Game in San Fran is rush the ball and third down play action. They could bring some off the street, but they don't really have much options right now.
I mean, Debo Samuel starting to.
They have Trenton Cannon on the roster. I think he's somewhat okay, but he's not going to do much rushing in that game. I think Green Bay's going to run him out of the stadium. I think Green Bay wins this game.
I think what San Fran needs to do is pick up Todd Gurley.
Maybe, but
or trade for somebody for a running back, a stable.
And for Green Bay, the one thing that frightens me with Green Bay is in the last 5 games, they're 1-4 in Pacific time. Like they travel poorly over there. So it's like, it's hard to say. I think for me, the difference is going to be the run game for San Fran that they don't have right now. And they just don't have it. So I'm going to take Green Bay to win this game 38-28. 2 primetime wins in a row for Green Bay.
I think I'm gonna be correct. I'm gonna go with you. I would love to go San Fran here, but it's just I can't justify Aaron Rodgers losing again. I can't justify Aaron Rodgers watching the Bucs lose and then also lose in the same day.
I just think that they're going to have the more explosive offense on primetime. I just think Green Bay is going to win this game.
That's going to be the Devontae Adams game, huh?
Yes. I'll be locking that in. That is 100% going to be the Devontae Adams game.
That's going to be the Devontae. That's the reason that San Fran cannot cover Devontae Adams. There's no way. I mean, Josh Norman played pretty well, but he was also against Eagles receivers, and there were some routes Devontae Smith cooked his ass.
Yeah. I like Adams to score. I think Green Bay wins this game 100%.
Damn it. Oh, if San Fran had Raheem Mostert, I'm choosing San Fran.
It'd be closer for me. I still think I'm.
What other running backs are they missing?
One of them just got they lost 2 this week. I'm not sure who they are though. I can't remember. They've had
they lose Hasty and Sermon, I think.
Sermon, Hasty, and Mostert.
So they're eventually gonna pick somebody. It sucks that the Ravens already picked up 3. The Ravens picked up 3 guys already.
I know.
But Todd Gurley going back to California, I can see it.
He's not healthy, dude. He can't run.
They're already doing it by committee. So I mean,
yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna sit back on this one, let you talk your shit, and then I'll come in and tell you what I think is gonna happen. We got Philadelphia in Jerry's World, Monday Night Football. What do you think is gonna happen?
So you really want me to go first on this one?
Do you want me to go first? That's fine.
Yes, you go first.
Okay.
You go first because I got a lot.
Okay. NFC East, we got Washington, Dallas, Philly, Giants. This is a big game for Philly, I think.
Huge.
You're in Jerry's World.
Go ahead and say it's a must-win.
You got the Chiefs and Tampa coming up. It's a must-win game for Philly. I really believe that. And I think that puts a lot of pressure on Philadelphia in this game on primetime. The thing that gets me is I don't think Philly's played that well defensively. And Cowboys have been in 2 thriller games coming down to the wire. The Eagles, they've lost their last 3 road games in Dallas. The last 3 road games in Dallas, they've lost. Now this one's on prime time in a must-win game. I think the Eagles are gonna fall short. I really do, and it's not even about who I really think's a better team. I think that the Eagles are just gonna fall short on primetime game, must-win scenario. I think Jalen Hurts is gonna have one of his bad games here, and I think this is gonna be a Zeke game. I think they're gonna run all over Philly. I think it's gonna be kind of close, but I think the Cowboys win it in Jerry's World on Monday Night Football.
This is gonna be my.
And I hate to say that to you, but that's just the way I think.
No. It's fine. You have your opinions. This is gonna be my first attempt to try to convince you of why we win this game.
Okay.
I want to talk to you all week about this. So, I think you said we're 0-3 in our last 3 games in Dallas.
0-3 in your last 3 games in Dallas.
So
yes.
Our last 3 years, we haven't beat them in Dallas. Okay, that's one. You saying we're playing the Tampa Bay Bucks next?
You got Chiefs, Panthers, Bucks.
Chiefs, Panthers, Bucks. Okay, so we need to be 3-3 if we want a successful season, not 2-4. There's a lot of other things to talk about. Dallas has looked really, really good, and you said they've been in 2 thriller games, but they can come out gassed, and they play down to their opponents, right?
Yeah.
We're the worst opponent they're technically playing, if you think about it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think, my opinion of there's 2 guys that really haven't performed well. Eagles are hiding 2 things that Jalen Hurts doesn't do well: throw in the middle of the field and to stay and read his progressions. I think we agree those are his 2 things he needs to get better at. We have 2 tight ends, projectively, that when Zach Ertz is serious, he's a good tight end. I think Dallas Goedert eats, and I think Miles Sanders has a 100+ yard rushing game, and we win. I think this is going to be the Miles Sanders game. I think it's going to be a point of why are they doing what they're doing? Like, it's going to make people question, are Eagles good or fake good this week? Because I think Jalen Hurts has been doing a solid job as a QB from the start.
I told you, I think he's played excellent. And I see a path for the Eagles to win this game. I do. I see a path. I think that Dallas has an easier path to win this game, if that makes sense.
Way easier. But also, you said our defense hasn't played that well. Our defense hasn't gave up but only 20 points this year.
I know. Meaning, I think you got to look inside. You gave up a lot of third downs against San Fran this past week.
On Sunday, yes. That was our worst defensive performance.
And San Fran could have scored in the red zone, I think, once. Did they punt? Maybe they punted. I can't remember what it was. But I just think that Dallas, I mean, you played Atlanta and you played San Fran. I think Dallas's offense is better than both those 2 teams. But you got to clean up those third down convert. I think they do. Dallas is the best offense you're going to play so far.
Yes, but I also do think, since it's divisional, and our corners last year that played in Dallas got toasted, and our corners this year have played very well. Debo was the only receiver that's really like made a mark, but he wasn't going deep. He was just running below and just running faster than our linebackers. And I think we get pressure. I think no one's talking about Dallas's O-line's hurt.
Yeah. But
our best defensive position is defensive line.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're going to attack them. And if Dak's not running, and we're getting pressure, whoever wins this game is going to win turnover battle. And that's how I'll end it. Whoever wins this game is going to win turnover battle. It's not going to be like Dallas should win this game. Yes. But I don't see them rising up to the occasion. Like, they play to their opponents every week.
This is it for me. This is the last thing I'll say about this game. Going with this game, I hate both these teams. But for me, it's the record on the road. It's in Dallas. Dallas has played better. I think Dallas has the more experienced quarterback. And it's in Jerry's world. It's on Monday Night Football. I think they win this game. It's just the way it is. I think the Eagles have a path to win this game, but I think, in my opinion, I think Dallas does win this game. It's going to be close, though. So we're different on that one.
We're not on that one.
No, I said we're different on that one.
I'll end it with this. My bias aside, if Jalen Hurts goes off, I feel bad for a lot of teams.
I mean, I think he's a problem.
Why doesn't he throw in the middle of the field?
Well, you played San Fran. His linebackers are ridiculous. So the game script probably wasn't to throw in the middle of the field.
True. Also, if we get big plays, it's over.
All right, so
can't wait to win that game. Oh, I'm so happy.
So our difference. So we're both in the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
We're both in the Cardinals. We're both in the Titans. We're both in the Ravens. I have Washington +8. You got Bills. We both have the Saints. I've got Chiefs. You have Chargers. I have Browns. You have Bears. I have Bengals. You have Steelers. We both have Atlanta. We both have the Raiders. We both have the Broncos. We both have the Rams. I got Seattle. You have Minnesota. We both are on Green Bay, and I have Cowboys. You have Eagles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games different. So this is gonna be a big week for us. Whoever can win this week is gonna be huge.
Well, we are pretty close. If you really think about it, we're doing pretty good in picking games.
Yeah, I mean,
we're positive. We're not losing them.
Oh no, yeah.
Eventually, we're going to go 16-0 one week, and if we go 16-0 one week, we're going to win a ton of money.
Yeah. So week 1, I won 11, and you won 8, and week 2, I won 10, and you won 12. It's not bad.
If we get a 16-0 week, you know what this is going to mean, right?
Dude, did you see? I saw a bunch of people are tweeting out. Everyone's trying to do the fucking $25 16 parlay now.
I'm never gonna put $25 on that though.
What?
I'll put 5 or 10 on a 16, but I'm never gonna put $25. I'm fine with taking away 3,000 instead of 700,000. I'm fine with that because I don't want to be in a situation where I can't cash out.
Well, that's because it's just a free bet. That's why.
Right, but at the same time, I want to be able to cash out.
Yeah, you can cash. If you had all 15 right, you'd cash out 100%.
Especially if it comes down to the Philly game, I am not trusting. I would trust my team. Wait a minute now. I'd be the guy that go in like we're gonna win and get dog walked.
Yeah.
Hey, let's just hope for another good week of football. I mean,
so I'm 21 of 32, and you're 20 of 32. That's not terrible.
Dude, we're doing solid. It's only been 2 games. We're at 80%. No, 70, 73%, something like that.
It's not bad at all.
Oh, let me quick math real quick. Quick math. You said you're 21 of 22?
21 of 32, and you're 20 of 32.
We're both at 62%. Well, it's 63. So we have a D.
I feel good about it.
So for me this week, a bad week of football is going in all the way to Monday and then losing.
Yeah.
That's going to suck.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm going into Sunday with a mindset of I want to compete. If we play well and we lose to Buffalo, I'm not pissed. But if we go last week. But if we go into Buffalo and get titty ripped, I'm gonna be pretty pissed off. Because then we're sitting there at 1 and 2, not comfortable with how we played. And we go into, I think we play Atlanta. And yeah, Atlanta's not playing well, but I'm not going into Atlanta after we just got drilled by 30. We're coming with a mindset of like, fuck, we suck. And we could lose that game. That was the game we can't lose.
I view Atlanta as they're not going to lose another game to the NFC East by choice.
Right.
So I
think for us we have Buffalo and we've got Atlanta, the Saints. So
got to win 2 or 3.
We gotta win it. We gotta win at least Atlanta and Saints. I would be comfortable. No, I wouldn't be comfortable. I want to win 2 or 3. So if we can beat Buffalo this week, that would be ridiculous. That would put, if we beat Buffalo on Sunday, everyone's gonna hear all about it. Because that would be ridiculous.
Hey, well, after we beat the Cowboys on Monday, I'm going to be big on beating the Chiefs on Sunday.
Anything can happen on Sundays. We
Andy Reid coming home, spoiling his upset. Oh, can't wait for next week. Can't wait for this week.
Anything can happen on Sundays.
It all starts Thursday, though. It all starts Thursday because if Carolina goes out and shits the bed, it changes everything.
And you know me, what do I hate the most?
The losing Thursday.
Losing Thursday night games. I hate it.
Dude,
so I really hope Carolina doesn't fuck me on Thursday night.
No way that guy's a guy, right? Like that he's not a guy, right? I'm
gonna watch some tape on him. I haven't gotten a chance because they just announced he's the starter. I didn't see him at Stanford, so I don't know
how bad he was. I think I saw 1 or 2 games. He wasn't bad, but like you know how these quarterbacks go. If we don't see him all the time, they somehow
he got picked in the 3rd round. So
is it Russell Wilson? Like Josh Allen literally went to Wyoming. We're not talking about this. Who was the last QB that came out of Stanford?
Andrew Luck. I'm gonna watch some tape. I'm gonna watch some tape.
Pretty talented guy. Oh shit.
I'm still on Carolina though, but we'll see. What happens.
We're still riding Sam Darnold.
Yeah, we're still riding Sam.
But like, if this guy's a guy, we're gonna have to like.
We'll see what happens.
Change the spread. High scoring game. Take the over. I don't know.
Take the over. Take the Carolina. Tease them.
Take his passing yards. I hope his passing yards are super low, so I can take them very low.
They'll probably be like 175.
No. I need like 150.
Yeah, 150. Well, they're gonna run the ball a lot. They're gonna give it to Mark Ingram the whole. I'm taking Mark Ingram rushing 100%.
No, but we want them down so then they throw the ball so then he can get to 150.
Yeah. All right, that's NFL Week 3 picks. Catch the NFL Week 2 recap. We'll post that. That'll be up Wednesday, and then NFL Week 3 picks will be up Thursday before Carolina plays Houston Texans. We'll see you guys next week with the NFL Week 3 recap and NFL Week 4 picks.
Let's go.